Hello and welcome to another video in Scratch. Today we will be going to make an online class on Scratch 3.0. So first of all, you will have to delete Sprite 1, and you need to add like 4 different backdrops. So we want to add first of all the Arctic, like blue sky. Now we want to add chalkboard, and let us say we want to add farm. Okay, you go to stage, go to backdrops, go to backdrop 1. Now we want to make the main page, but first of all I want to remind you that can you please like and subscribe with me? That would be help me so much to not miss any upcoming videos. Okay, so first of all you go to the T sign, which is the text one, and you go here and write like welcome. Okay, you can change the font. I will make it like this. Then go here, and you want to insert you want to insert 4 buttons. So first of all, the 4 buttons are button 1. Will be the start button. Now second button, and you have to insert this button and another one from this. Now this one we will call it the start. This is the back. This is the math class. We will make 2 classes, which are the English and the math class, and this is the English class. So you have to go to customs and go to text right here, English. Okay, you might change the color of the font. Could make it like this. I will make it like black. Okay, then we will go to the math class. We'll retype math here. The back button we will write here back. I want to change the font to I want to change it to the color to red. We have to put it in the middle, and the start also we have to write start. Then you will go to coding. Now first of all, you want only the start button to appear in the main page. So the math, back, and English class have to be gone. So first of all, you have to go to events. When this flag click, go to looks and switch backdrop to blue sky. Then when we go here, when backdrop when this sprite click, you will have to switch it to the other backdrop, which contains the back, math, and English buttons. So you will go to switch backdrop, let's say to farm. So farm will contain so the farm backdrop, this one, will contain these 1, 2, and 3 buttons. So let us see. Start. Okay, start it. So it changed. Okay, now when this backdrop, okay, when backdrop switches to farm, we don't want the start button to appear. We want to go to looks, then we will go to hide. So let us start. It is gone. Now this is the first step. Let's go to the back button. Now when this sprite clicked, okay, we have to switch the backdrop to the main one. So we will go to here, back, but it appears. So we want to go here, events. When backdrop switches to blue sky 2, we want to hide it, hide. And when backdrop switches to Arctic and chalkboard, we want to show it. So Let us see. Start. Let us start with the start button. When we press start, which is the back? Oh, okay. Sorry. So when backdrop switches to blue sky 2, okay, let us start another time. The start button should be here. Wait, there's a problem. When this right click, switch backdrop to blue sky 2. When backdrop switches to blue sky 2, hide. Okay, but when this right click should backdrop, when this right click, switch backdrop to farm. When backdrop switches to farm, hide. Let us remove this. Let us start. Let's show. Start. Where's the back? Let's show back. But there's a problem when backdrop switches to farm. Show. But when backdrop also switches to when backdrop switches also to the blue sky 2, we have to show it. And we have to do the same thing with the back button, which is when backdrop switches to farm, okay, it must show. So let us start another time. Start, back. Okay, now the start and back buttons now work. Let's go to the math class. Now we want the English and the math class buttons to not appear in the main page, but we want them to appear in the second page, which is the farm one. So we will go to the math class, and when backdrop switches to blue sky 2, we would have to hide it, and when backdrop switches to farm, we have to show it. And the same thing with the English class events. When backdrop switches to blue sky 2, we have to hide it. And then when we go to events, when backdrop switches to farm, we have to show it. Okay, so let us start another time. Let's press the green flag. Start, back. Okay, so they work now, but we want the back to place in good place. So we have to start and back. So we want to show. So back here, we want to put it here. Let's say, and we will return it to hide. So the back button will be here. The math class, we will also want to change it to be here, and the same thing with the English class, we want to change it to here. But now we added 4 backdrops. Why? Because for each class has its own backdrop. So for the English class, we would make it switch to the math class. So to the English class. So we would put like the English class for the Arctic backdrop. So we go to here, English class code. Then when backdrop switches to Arctic, hide. But do not forget that when we click the English class, it should switch to this backdrop. So we go to event. On this back click, you go here and switch backdrop to Arctic. So let's start another time. Start English. That's good. But we want also the math class to not appear. So we will go to event. When backdrop switches to Arctic, we would have to hide it. Okay, and now it should work. So we go here, start English, back, start English, back. So now it works totally fine, but the math class still isn't working. So we will have to go to events. When this right click, we would have to switch backdrop to the chalkboard. So when press it, but when we want the English class to not appear, so we have to go to the English class events when backtop switches to chalkboard height. Okay, and also we want the math class also to not appear, so when backtop switches to chalkboard we would have to hide it. Backtop switches to chalkboard, we go to looks and press hide. So this is all the coding that you would need for the buttons, then you would start the real action. So let's start here, press green flag, start, math class, back, start, English class, back. Okay, so this is part one about coding, about coding this, and see you guys in the next part to know how to start really the lessons in the math class and the English class. Thank you so much and see you later. Bye bye.